If you're looking to lose weight, feel better about yourself, get healthy, feel the need to also increase your energy levels, if you have any ailments or any diseases that you'd like to actually look into, investigate and get healthier, then you need to come and see me.
Welcome folks, it's the SAK show brought to you by Mac Coffee, proudly co-sponsored by the Wet Lounge, Bollywood Casino and Azure Hotel, Nairobi. And today's special guest, as you've heard in the introduction, Shelina Mediratta, right? Hello. I got that correct.
Yes, you got it right. Perfect pronunciation.
Well, welcome to the show. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you for having me.
Nice to have you. So, Shelina, you are a metabolism coach or what?
Yeah, I'm a metabolic balance coach.
Okay.
I'm actually the license holder.
License holder?
Yes, for Metabolic Balance East Africa.
East Africa.
So when I first started this, I started in 2014.
Okay.
And Metabolic Balance is a natural program that helps you lose weight, get healthy as well, all naturally.
So you basically help people, big guys like me, to become like you.
Now you look quite good.
Yeah?
So.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes,
so tell me now, before we go into what exactly you do.
Yes.
You know, I just want to let's tell the viewers about your background.
Sure.
Are you born and raised in Nairobi?
I'm actually from a small town called Kisumu.
Kisumu?
Yes.
Oh, the fish city.
Yes.
Ah,
yes.
Nice.
So my parents still live there, but I left there when I was around 9, turning 10, and I went to the UK. So I did the whole boarding school thing. I went to university, and then I've been living here ever since.
Okay.
Yes.
So your childhood era, were you like really big or?
No, genetically I have been blessed.
So you've come from a slim family.
I have come from a slim family.
Okay.
But you know, after 2 kids, you struggle. And I think most women do struggle, especially after my second child.
Yeah.
I had to put on quite a bit of weight. Although you know, you have to work hard also and eat right.
Okay, so did that actually was that the point where you said I want to get into metabolism?
No, it wasn't at that point.
Okay, so when did the thought come into your head?
It sort of fell into my lap, and I think it's the best thing that I have done so far in terms of my career, and because I enjoy it so much and it gives me so much fulfillment. Around 2000, end of 2013, I met up with a couple of friends that I hadn't seen in long, and they'd undergone the program Metabolic Balance.
That was here or
that
outside?
was in Vietnam.
In Vietnam. Wow.
And I was simply astounded and in awe as to, I mean, they're good-looking people anyway, but they just looked 10 years younger, their energy levels. Their bodies had remarkably transformed, and she's a close friend of mine, and I ended up staying with her as part of my holiday, and I saw the way she showed me her plan, and I thought, my God, this is really doable. And I did some more research into it, and I wrote to Metabolic Balance, the principles. And in the beginning, they were quite hesitant because when I think a lot of Europeans, you know, they look at Africa and they think that people are malnourished. They don't think there is a need for it. But the whole world is, the driving force is health at the moment. And so I started it in 2014. I had to do a course, sit some exams. I was trained by a German doctor. And then I've never looked back. I've never looked back. It's the best thing.
Wow, that's amazing, you know. I mean, so it was basically you saw your friends transforming, and you're like, that's amazing, and I want to learn this.
Yeah, and I want to learn it, and I did it as well, and I saw
did you
my
do it for yourself?
I did it for myself, yes, because I think it's important to undergo the journey and the experience before you can ask somebody else to do it.
True.
So it was a great experience for me. It transformed my body in terms of. You know, after my children, the fat pockets that come that are really difficult to get rid of.
Love handles.
Yes, exactly. I don't know why they call them love handles exactly, but because not many people do love them. So it did, and it transformed my skin. At that time, hormonally, I was going through quite a few breakouts, and hormonally, I think a woman changes quite often and sometimes quite drastically throughout the stages of my life, men as well. So it really did help me there. I put my husband through it. My whole family were my first clients.
It's not only for women?
It's for women and men, yes.
Women and men,
yes.
okay.
And children. So I take children over the age of 9 who do have issues with weight. So metabolic balance is a hormonal adjustment program, okay? And it's, like I said, it's 100% natural. There are no pills, no shakes, no injections. There's no starvation, believe me, 90% of my clients. No. There is a 2-day detox, which is, you know, it is tough, but then you move quite quickly into phase 2, which you have 3 good meals in a day that are all balanced. You have your proteins, your vegetables, your starches. Depending, some people get rice, some people get potatoes, some people get bread. You get your natural sugars, which are your fruits as well. So it is 3 balanced meals in a day. The whole program is based on you specifically. It's as individual as your thumbprint.
So it's like custom made to the person.
It's a completely custom, bespoke program. It's created based on your blood value. So you do need to go for a blood test where 34 different blood values are tested. And I take your medical history. So we have clients who want to get help with their thyroid or their cholesterol or their blood pressure or their diabetes. And it's phenomenal, the differences that I have seen, significant positive differences, where people have had thyroid for 12, 15 years. The disease has been reversed. I'm having now doctors actually sending me their clients to help them as a support. Diabetes as well, sugar levels have gone down. You
just, we'll come back to that. You just mentioned 3 full meals a day.
Yes.
So it doesn't work, because generally some people say, you eat like 5 small meals a day or 8 small meals a day. That's not part of the program.
Absolutely not. This is a different philosophy.
So it's
and it's not a diet. So this is not a diet. It's a hormonal adjustment program.
What's your take on diets?
I don't really believe in fad diets, simply because, yes, you will starve yourself, end up not giving your body the nutrition that you need on a daily basis. And then you're going to put the weight back on, because it is not sustainable. You cannot, how long are you going to have a carrot and cucumber juice for lunch and a salad for dinner? How long? It's impossible. And then you start binge eating, which doesn't help either. And I think with metabolic balance, you eat 3 good meals. As you get into the relaxed phase, you're allowed a treat meal.
And the 3 good meals can be anything?
No. Again, the doctors actually do a meal plan for you.
But isn't that the same as a diet then?
No, because you'd be given, let's say, your, for example, for lunch, your chicken, your vegetables. You'd be told what to eat. So, like, for example, some people are not allowed as many tomatoes as others. Some are not allowed cucumbers. Some are not allowed dairy. Like, for example, my plan, I don't have any dairy from the cow. I have all goats products because of my medical history. So it's all done with medical history and your blood parameters as well. So it is not like any other diet, because, like I said, it's based on 34 blood values. Any other diet would be you picking up a book or going online and buying a diet, and mine and yours would pretty much have the same principles. With metabolic balance, our principles would be go as far as being the same with the 8 rules that you have to follow with metabolic balance. But the rest of it is as individual as your thumbprint. And that's why it works, and it's sustainable as well. I mean, a lot of my clients actually tell me I have to help them reduce the amount of food because it's too much. And then you get a treat meal as you go into relax, and then you get into maintenance, and it's easy to maintain it because, then you do a 70-30 or an 80-20 protocol of following it. And we keep on adding foods to your plan as well.
So you're certified at this?
Yes, I'm certified and licensed.
Tell us more about that, yes. Is it like any Tom, Dick and Harry can get that license?
No.
Apply for it,
like
study it and get a certificate for it?
Do have, well, it was quite difficult, like I said, for me to get it because they had not wanted to enter the African market. So I had to do a course. So I traveled to South Africa. I had to do an online course as well. I had to sit examinations, and then once I passed, I was certified. And in the beginning, they only gave me certification as a coach for a year. And I guess they wanted to see how I would perform and how I would manage my clients, because my background is business. I have a marketing degree, a business degree. I've done a master's. So that's my actual, my background. It's not nutrition. But with metabolic balance, because the course is so tailored, it is so customized for metabolic balance that you learn a lot. It teaches you a lot about the principles of metabolic balance. And then a year later, I went to see them and I said I wanted to secure East Africa to become the license holder. And yes, and
so you're the exclusive one now.
Yes. And I now have coaches as well.
So after
my brilliant team of coaches that I have.
After a year, we won't have many others coming in or something.
Not for metabolic. Well, there are metabolic balance coaches, but I take them on under my wing.
Okay.
So I'm the license holder. So that means that they will not be another license holder for metabolic balance. So
it's more like a franchisee for.
So yeah, I mean, you could call it in layman terms. Yes.
All right,
yes.
That's brilliant stuff.
So I currently have quite a few coaches in Nairobi who are all it's a super team of coaches who really help clients lose the weight, help them with health, and then I have 2 coaches in Tanzania and a coach in Mombasa.
Right. Now tell me, how does fitness come into this then?
So fitness comes in. Some people want to exercise, some people don't. There is no hard and fast rule. Obviously, the more you exercise, it is better for you as you progress into the program. So it is something that I do guide my clients on, and I have a trainer on board that works with me as well personally, and we then work with clients together, creating again bespoke programs, training programs for clients who have undergone and are still going through metabolic balance.
All right, brilliant stuff, guys. Shelina Mediratta.
Mediratta.
Yes. Beg your pardon. Keep watching. We'll meet right after this. So, Shelina, tell me, are you saying that diets are bad?
No, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying that they don't work.
They don't work.
They're not sustainable. But it's different strokes for different folks. I don't really like to knock anything. But metabolic balance is very different. It's not a diet. It's a hormonal adjustment program.
So metabolic, you can't compare it at all?
No, I would not compare it to a diet.
I'm on a diet, where I have to actually log in my calories every single day. And I agree with you. There are times I'm like, I'll do it later or this and that, and I skip a day or something.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm on a calorie diet,
Yes.
I'm actually on a diet that says start tomorrow. But I'm just telling you, this one says that I can actually log in.
Wait another day.
Do they work and all that? For some people they do.
Probably, but I don't think they're sustainable. I really don't. Eventually, you're going to binge eat, or you're going to want to break free of it. Whereas, and I think because you're not getting the nutrition that you really require for your body. It's not 100%, so there are probably thousands of other people who are doing the same diet as you. Whereas with metabolic balance, it's your own. So when you come to my offices, I'm actually based on 101 Manyani East Road, just off James Gishuru in Lavington. Really nice offices there, which are within a spa, so it's a nice, serene environment. So you'd come and see me. And
it's within a spa?
Yes, it's within a spa. Yes, and they're lovely services, really, really nice. So you would come and see me, we would sit down, I would talk about your health first, because metabolic balance, like I said, is also predominantly about getting your health back on track. And if you have any thyroid issues or cholesterol, diabetes, migraines, joint pains, skin problems, anything, you share it with me. And it's all very confidential. If you're taking any medications.
And if you don't have that knowledge at all, but I've not even taken a medical checkup.
It's okay, because we're going to run a series of blood tests anyway.
Okay, so you're going to reconfirm all those.
Exactly. Okay. And then we would do your weight, your height, and all your measurements. And then we would talk about food, which is really important.
Just weight, height, even the inches and everything?
Yes. So I would take all your centimeters, your waist, your hips, and your thigh, and your weight as well. Okay. And then we would go on to talk about food, which is very important. So because the program, whether you're vegetarian, whether you eat everything, it's for everyone. Okay. So, but it's important because, some people don't eat beef, or some people don't eat pork. Some people are vegetarian. So it's important for me to note all those down. So try and make the plan as easy and as functional and as practical as possible for you. And then I would send you off to a lab where you do a fasting test. 34 different values are tested. I would get the results back. I would then send everything off, all the information, to the principals in Germany, and they would evaluate, assess, and then send me back your plan. Wow. So your plan or everyone's plan rather, comes in 4 different phases. The first phase is a 2-day detox. The second phase is a strict phase, which takes about 14 days. And there is no oil and no exercise in this phase. And you are only to eat from your plan, from your food list. So for example, if you don't see cucumbers or strawberries or mangoes, or you don't see spinach, or you don't see any food that you normally eat, or you're supposed to abstain from eating certain foods that are not on your plan, come back and see me after 16 days and we do weights and measurements. Now the brilliant thing here after 16 days is the changes of transformation are significant.
They're guaranteed. Significant.
Okay, so I have seen for a lady anywhere between 2 and 5 kilos. Yes, 2 and 5 kilos in 16 days.
Wow.
And for a man, I've seen anywhere between 3 and 8 kilos in 16 days. And this is with no starvation.
Sorry to cut you. Just when you were saying the plan now, so the portions are, you have to check your portions?
Yes.
You can eat as much as you want?
No.
Okay.
I wish there was a diet where you could eat like a baby and lose weight. But no, no. There are portions, but like I said, the portions are sufficient. And in a lot of cases, they are too large. Of course, there are some people that fall into the 7-10% category where they do find the portions small. I mean, we're all different, you know, we all have different appetites. But from my experience, more so I have to reduce the food, or they're finding it just right. So I never really worry about that. And 16 days later, I see a phenomenally different person walking in. It starts from their walk, from how they first came to see me. And after 16 days, this person is not only transformed in terms of how they're looking and how their weight has come down in their center, but how they feel about themselves, you know, their energy levels. They come and tell me, oh my God, my skin looks amazing. My hair looks amazing. I'm out of my bed, you know, with a bounce. So it does change everything hormonally. And that is what I love. I love that stage, you know, of finding out more about my clients' changes and how they're feeling. And we discuss that as well. And then we move to the next stage, which is called the relaxed stage, which a lot of my clients love because it's a little bit more relaxed. So if you don't have strawberries or cucumbers or spinach, we start building your list. And you almost become like your own food guru, because you will, and I'll teach you how to look out for signals. So there are some people who eat a certain dal, for example, and it's now in the relaxed phase, we're introducing, and they find, oh my God, this has been my problem. This is where I'm getting my acidity. This is what's creating my bloatedness, or this is what is giving me migraines. And you learn, because I introduce one food slowly at a time. Your body gives you signals and says,
avoid it.
Please don't give me this again, okay? And that's what I love about phase 3. You also get a treat meal in phase 3, so you can go out for a nice meal, you can have a glass of wine, you can have dessert, because we're trying to now build it towards you being able to sustain this plan. And then we leave it for 5 weeks, you come back in, and then we slowly increase your food list. We increase your treat meals. If you don't have starch, because some people don't have starch in the beginning, some people are lucky and they have potato in the beginning and they have rice, but some people don't. And we slowly start putting everything back in so that we build your plan now. It's a comprehensive plan that whether you're traveling around the world or going out to a restaurant, you can actually sustain it, you know. And I think it works wonders. It really does.
So how long is the plan for?
It's a lifestyle change.
It's a lifestyle.
So, I mean, I've been doing it since 2014.
So it's continuous.
It's continuous. You have to follow. Look, it's the same thing as if you're a blood pressure patient or you are a diabetic and the doctor has given you some medications to take.
You got to take
and you have to take a protocol of following that. You can't just decide, oh, I'm going to take it at lunch, but tomorrow I'm not going to take it, or bugger it. You're not. So we believe that food is primarily your medicine. And we're trying to take you away from conventional medication and make food your medicine, and it works wonders. You know, I mean, I've seen clients 15 years thyroid or diabetic for so many years, and slowly doctors have reduced medications and the disease has been reversed.
You know, something which has really caught my attention from your plan is the diseases factor and the illness factor. You know, weight loss, everybody wants to lose weight. Very few want to gain weight, but the fact that the diseases are, do you actually foresee them? How does that happen?
It happens through food.
Yeah.
So, for example, when I get the plan back, it's already been taken into consideration what illnesses or diseases you suffer from. So the plan is created with those in mind, to reduce those now, to start normalizing your blood levels, okay? Which happens because I remind those clients who have certain illnesses to go back and redo the bloods for those. So thyroid would run back and do those tests. And we see that now levels are starting to normalize. Doctors have to now reduce medications. And it's phenomenal when you see that. And if, I beg your pardon, if there is something that the client did not know about, they get a heads up. So I've had clients who walk in and I have to take them through their health. And they've never known that they've had liver disease, or they suffer from cardiovascular disease, or they have thyroid and they never knew about it. So the great thing is you get a heads up and you start investigating that, so that you nip it in the bud, or you start dealing with it rather than now finding out when it's too late.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, what you're doing is pretty interesting, you know.
It is.
And it's amazing. Now, you know, you mentioned something about coaches.
Yes, yes.
If I want to be a coach, how does it work?
Well,
are you looking for more coaches?
I am.
Okay.
I am looking for more coaches.
They become like your ambassadors?
Because they become metabolic balance ambassadors.
Yeah.
I don't feel that we have even tapped into a quarter of this market.
Okay.
And people are looking to get healthy. They're looking to live longer and happier lives. And metabolic balance can give you that. And if I can get more and more, and all my coaches, by the way, have become coaches because of their experience with metabolic balance, because they've seen it change their lives, transform their bodies and their health, and they've wanted to now help other people. So I do like to take on existing clients. So one of the prerequisites is you would have to go undergo metabolic balance, which you are. You're coming to see me next week, right?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
So,
you know, my diet says start tomorrow.
Yeah. Don't worry, you need somebody like me who's very strict and who's going to get you on track.
True.
So yes, I am looking for more coaches. So, you know, you can always just go to my website.
So if you want to be a coach, contact Shelina M. She's going to sort you out.
Yes. So another great thing is we've partnered up with a health store.
Okay.
And they stock all the metabolic balance products to support your program. How awesome is that? So you can just have to go to one place.
What products are these now?
So, you know, if you need oats, or if you need sunflower seeds, or if you need Epsom salts, the foods.
Wow,
all the foods, because, you know, it's always out of stock. She just said
they're not pills, you know.
No, they're not pills.
Okay.
But you can get everything in one place. Don't you find here when you go shopping, you have to go to like 10 different places.
True.
So we made your life easier. I've also partnered up, or rather collaborated with Monaco's Kitchen, who can actually prepare. They have a metabolic balance menu, actually. So you can go there, you know, if you're busy, or if you're lunching out, or if you just want a really good meal with oil, without oil, so it caters for both your main phases. And it just makes your life easier.
Brilliant.
You know, and again, we're trying to make people's lives easier. So I also work with 2 bakeries who actually provide 100% rye bread that is metabolic balance and rather SM endorsed. So all the information's on my website, www.chelinamediratta.com. Please visit, have a look, and everything's on there.
Awesome. And you have a pretty good website, trust me. I've checked it out. It's pretty nice. Thank you for coming.
Oh,
Thank you for your time.
A gift too.
Yes, that's from our sponsor, Black Coffee.
I
Some
love
caffeine for you. So when you're off your caffeine week, you can have that.
No, I drink coffee every day. Remember, I'm in maintenance now, so I'm allowed coffee.
He's past the stage.
Exactly.
Keep watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want. It's free, and thank you for your support.